Hi there, gorgeous. Hope you're having a fabulous day. In today's video, I'm sharing 10 uses for witch hazel in your beauty routine. This video was inspired by my personal life. I'll give you a little bit of backstory of how this video came to be. So when I was pregnant with my son, Jet, 2 years ago, we used a midwife, as many of you probably know if you watched my birth story with him. So midwives generally believe in a lot of natural cures, natural things when it comes to delivery and taking care of yourself afterwards. And one of the things that she had suggested was using witch hazel to shrink hemorrhoids. I gave birth to a 10-pound boy, all natural. There had to be some kind of damage. I mean, let's be real here. So my dear husband, who likes to be overly prepared, went out and bought 3 bottles of witch hazel, which I never used. So we were reorganizing the house recently. We're doing a complete remodel with our kitchen, and so everything is everywhere, and we've been reorganizing everything. I stumbled across these 3 bottles of witch hazel. They're just left over from 2 years ago, and I said to myself, I have to use these up. And so I went on the internet, started discovering all the different uses for witch hazel, and it's been something I've been incorporating into my beauty routine, surprisingly, and I wanted to share some of those things with you. You can use any witch hazel out there. I'm not telling you to go out and buy this one. I'm simply sharing it with you because it's one that I have really been enjoying. This is from the brand Thayer's, and it's their rose petal alcohol-free toner aloe vera formula. It's the one that my husband overbought, and I'm actually glad that he did because I really like this one. So that's the one I'm sharing with you in this video with all the demonstrations up close. The first way that you can use witch hazel in your beauty routine is as a makeup remover. This was news to me. It was an accidental discovery. One night I ran out of my makeup remover and I wanted to use something, and I was so happy when I found out I could use witch hazel, and it takes off makeup beautifully. Another way you can use witch hazel is to cleanse oily skin and balance oil production, and I started using it as a toner after I would wash off my makeup at night, and it has helped to reduce a lot of the oiliness in my skin, I've noticed. So 2 thumbs up for that. Another way that you can use witch hazel is to tame your frizzy hair. I love this tip. It's been one that I've been using a lot since I first discovered it. You take a little bit of witch hazel, mix it in with your shampoo, then apply it to your hair and rinse, condition like normal. I'm telling you what, that small amount added to shampoo really has helped to tame my hair, make it a lot more manageable, and I'm noticing a lot less frizz since I've been doing that routine. Now, there was a video a long while back where I talked about how to prevent razor bumps from forming. I always have a struggle with them on the bikini area specifically, and one trick that I found many years ago was to apply deodorant to the skin after shaving, and that would always help to prevent them from forming. And that's also a way that I like to use up my all-natural deodorants that don't work so well under my arms anymore. Well, you can also use witch hazel for this same thing. So after you're done shaving the problem area, take a little bit of witch hazel on a cotton ball and apply it over the skin, and this will help to prevent razor bumps from forming. Telling you, this stuff is miracle stuff. Along those same lines, one of the great things about witch hazel is that it's very calming to the skin, and it's what's considered a vasoconstrictor, which means that it helps to tighten up blood vessels, and this will help to reduce redness in the skin. And I have noticed redness reduction since I've been using it as a toner. So not only does it help with excess oil production, but it also helps to minimize redness in the skin. So 2 for 1 special right there if you struggle with both. And because it's a vasoconstrictor and it helps to tighten blood vessels, it also tightens the skin at the same time. So if you have under eye bags that you've been struggling with, try witch hazel underneath them also with a cotton pad, and you may notice a significant difference underneath your eyes. I have not tried that method with it personally because I don't have eye bags that badly, but it was something I read online and a lot of people really swear by it. So there you go, something for you to try. If you have tired, puffy eyes, either from crying or lack of sleep, this one I have tried because, yeah, hormones. I mean, gosh, I just had a baby 6 months ago. I'm all over the place these days. Just take 2 cotton pads soaked in witch hazel, apply them onto your eyes for about 10 minutes. And once again, Witch hazel will help to shrink the blood vessels around the eyes, which will reduce the redness and the puffiness altogether. This next one is not one that I have personally tried, but I've seen it in action, so I know that it works. And it was when my husband was coloring his hair, he got a little bit of hair dye on his skin, and I had read about using witch hazel to remove the hair dye from the skin. So when he came to me with this issue, I said, witch hazel! I know, I'm a nerd like that. But it worked, and it took the hair dye right off of his skin. You wouldn't believe how many things I have turned this man onto simply by doing this YouTube channel. He's like, how did you think of that? I didn't. Google. This next use was right over my head. I didn't even know. I mean, did you know? Whoa. You can use witch hazel as a deodorant. I mean, who knew? Yeah, all you need is half a cup of witch hazel, quarter of a cup of aloe vera gel or juice, either one works, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, and then 10 drops of your favorite essential oil. Sage is best because it also has deodorant properties. And if you mix this together in a spray bottle, spray it under your arms, let it dry. It's a great deodorant. For me, I find I have to change my deodorants every other month because my body gets accustomed to them and then they stop working, especially natural deodorants. So if that describes you, just be aware that it may work for some time, but then it may not work. And so I have to kind of put this one to the side, come back to it, put it to the side, come back to it. I mean, it does work, but yeah, I have to keep switching it up or my body's like, ha. And the last way that I have to share with you to use this wonderful product, can you believe there are this many uses for it? Color me shocked, I had no clue, is to treat acne. And what makes witch hazel so great for treating acne is because it helps to unclog pores and dry out the acne, giving it a chance to heal. It is best to use witch hazel in conjunction with a product that contains activated charcoal for the best results. So that can be a charcoal cleanser, a charcoal sheet mask, or a charcoal foam mask. This is a product I discovered on Amazon recently, and I love this stuff. This is Elizabeth Mott's One Bad Mother Foamer Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask, and this is so cool. It goes onto your skin and it bubbles up, and it's not only a neat product to use, but when you do combine it up with the witch hazel treatment, you do have a better chance of clearing acne faster by using these two products together. I hope you found this helpful today, and if there is a use for witch hazel that you currently include in your beauty routine, feel free to share yours below as well. Please subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.